Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining. Today we have a class focused on the legs, specifically on stretching, whether it's the thighs and the back of the legs. We need to work when we're stretching, we need to work as a whole. But for now, bring the hands on your knees and roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Start breathing deeply. And then forward. Good. And then just find that easiness on the position of the hips, sitting on the ground, on the mat, on your cushion. Align the spine, relax the shoulders, and gently close your eyes, bringing the gaze up. Lengthen the neck by bringing the top of the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And as we deepen our breath, we start noticing how is our body feeling. And whatever the answer is, just try not to get attached to that answer, because the way we feel now, it would be different to the way we will feel after the practice. Relax the jaw and divert the attention towards the abdomen. Notice how the lower back relaxes as we allow the abdomen to raise with the inhalation and to contract gently with the exhalation. Gaining control on that lower part of the abdomen, lower part of the back of the spine. Instead of just allowing, we are actively moving up and down, activating the internal organs. And lubricating the muscles, the tissues. Good, and then gently bring the palms together at the level of the heart. As we press gently, we should feel the arms, the shoulders, and the chest active. Keep breathing deeply, the gaze up. And we start with our gratitude practice, as every day, choosing 2 new things that we want to say thank you for, or something that you haven't appreciated for a long time. And then set your intentions for this practice and your intentions for today. With the next inhalation, slowly raise the palms all the way up, chin up, head back. And exhaling, spreading the arms through the sides, aligning the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest, and resting the hands one on top of the other. Breathing deeply. And again. Good, and then with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. So we're going to do some stretches with the legs. So first bounce and shake. Stretch the legs, bounce. So we want to activate the circulation, move the toes. We're going to be focusing on the leg as a whole. So first, lay down on the mat, shoulders back and down, and make sure that the spine is completely flat on the mat. Good, and then bring the knees towards one side and feel that stretch on the lower part of the back, of the lumbar area. Bring the arms up with the elbow bent, looking up towards the ceiling, palms facing up, and the back of the palms of the hands and the elbows and the shoulders are pressing down on the mat. Good, and then inhaling, bring the knees up towards the ceiling with the core active, and then exhaling towards the other side. Good, and then inhaling back to center, engaging the core, spine flat, and exhaling towards the other side. Keep looking up for now. Good, and then inhaling and exhaling the other side. Good, and then come back towards the center, bring the knees to the chest and rock side to side, keeping the arms where they are. Finding that extra and gentle massage on the lower back. The activation of the side abdominal muscles. Good, and then we come back towards the center. We bring both feet down, and then inhaling, raise the left leg up, toes pointing. Good, and then fold the leg, rest the foot on the thigh, but towards the knee. And then allow that left knee to come as far away from you as you can. Breathe slowly. Keep pressing down with the toes of the right foot. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. The jaw is relaxed. Good, and then come on the tiptoes with the right foot and hold behind the thigh wherever you can, interlacing the fingers. Make sure the neck is relaxed, and whenever possible, you start bringing that thigh towards you. And keep breathing. Good, and then slowly let go of that leg, foot down, bring the left leg up, toes pointing, and then rotate in one direction, the ankle. Try to straighten the knee as much as you can, even if you need to bring the leg a little bit more in a shorter angle. Instead of 90 degrees, it might be a 60 or 45. But try to keep the knee straight. And then change the direction. Only one leg up. Good. And then bring that leg down. Inhaling, raise the right one up. Try to straighten as much as you can. And then the same thing. If you feel that when you straighten the leg, in that leg is not possible to straighten, then lower it down a little bit more. Good. And then fold the leg and try to bring that knee as away from you as possible. So as we try to bring the knee away from us, perhaps it creates a little bit of an arch on the lower back, which is okay. Just focus on bring the leg as far to the side as you can. The jaw relaxed, the neck. Good, and then inhaling, lift the foot off the floor, interlace the fingers behind the thigh, and bring that thigh as closer towards you as possible. But what we are stretching is actually the opposite thigh. You probably notice this, and the back of the leg. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. And we're pulling with the arms. The neck is completely relaxed. Keep breathing. So the leg is folded on top of the thigh, and the knee towards the side. Yeah, good. Okay, so from there, then release the hands, bring the foot down, and the other leg comes up, right leg up. Shoulders back and down, keep the shoulders down, and wherever you need to bring the leg so the knee is straightened, then you do so and rotate the ankles in one direction. Breathe in slowly. Good, and then the other direction. Okay, and now we stop the rotations, bring the foot down. And now we can stretch the legs all the way out and open them as wide as you can. Allow them to be relaxed. Place the hands on your hips, on the hip bone, and then just bounce with the legs to reduce any possible tension. Good, and then bend the knees again. Place the ankles and the knees aligned. The feet and the knees hip width apart. Lengthen the spine as you bring the stomach in, pressing towards the mat. And then the shoulders pressing down also. Palms down, fingers active. Sorry, right next to the body. And then inhaling, bring the knees up. Good, and then both legs all the way up. Whatever you need to, same as before. If you need to bring them a little bit more away from you to straighten the legs, then we do so. And then inhaling, bringing the legs towards the sides. Stretching now the inner thigh. If it becomes too much, try to straighten the toes, and by having the toes active, then it would support the position. But if it's still too much for the hips, then you can support with the hands. Just make sure that you bring no tension to the neck, that is soft. We're not trying to hold with the neck muscles, but just supporting with the hands. When we support the hands, when we support the legs on the hands, the upper arm needs to be resting on the mat. Keep breathing. Keep the toes actively pointing out. Good, and then from there, inhaling, bend the knees. You can help with the hands. Give them a hug and rock side to side. Good, and then from there, bring the feet down, aligning ankles and knees, shoulders back and down, and bridge breathing. So when we do bridge breathing, we are squeezing the legs together, but now we're going to bring the hands behind the hips, bring the shoulders as closer as possible, and then try to raise the hips as much as you can. And when we do so, then we feel an extra stretch on the thighs. Keep squeezing the glutes, stretching the thighs, and breathing slowly. Good, and then open the shoulders nice and wide, the arms to the sides, and slowly lowering the spine vertebrae by vertebra. Good, and then bring both knees to the chest. Gently recover by rocking side to side. If there is any tension on the lower back, on top of the hips, then it would release. Good, and then we roll towards the right side. Staying there for a couple of breaths. The jaw relaxed. Good, and then use the arms to bring you up to tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then inhaling, stretch the right leg out and bring the whole body towards the back. Breathe slowly. Make sure there's not much weight on the wrists. If there is, then just engage the fingertips. Try to keep the hips and the shoulders aligned. Bring the stomach in. Good, and then inhaling and come back to the center. And now rest the instep and bring the knee down. But try to bring that foot a little bit more back, that instep, and lower down with the upper arms. Good, and then bring that foot towards the side. Flatten the foot on the floor. And bringing the hips towards the back if you need to feel that stretch. Breathe slowly. Good, and then bring the weight to align the elbows and the shoulders, the knee and the hip, and then bring the leg all the way out and with hip height parallel to the floor, then inhaling, flex the ankle, exhaling, extend. Inhaling, exhaling. Good, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And one more, inhale, exhale. And knee down. Bring the big toes touching, open the knees as wide as you can, and sit back with the hips. Stretch the arms. See if you can open the knees a little bit wider, and if that makes any difference, to bring the hips lower down. That's it, very good. Bringing the forehead down, finding that extra stretch. Crawling with the fingertips away from you will create more space between the vertebrae. Keep breathing, allowing the chest, the spine to be soft. Good, and then inhaling, gently come back again. Bring the knees hip width apart. Good, and then stretch the left leg. And bring, first with the arms up. And then bring the whole weight towards the back. Make sure there's no tension on the shoulders. The elbows soft. Breathe slowly. Good, and then rest the instep, the knee will come a little bit more towards the back, and then lower it down the arms. And then bring the leg all the way towards the side, flattening the foot and stretching towards the back if needed. If you don't find that stretch very easily. One more round of breath. Good, and then bring the leg all the way out. Straighten out, glutes active, inhaling, flex. Exhaling, extend. Inhaling, exhaling. Good, 3 more. Inhale, exhale. In, out, and in, out. Good, and then bring the knees down and together. Sit back on your heels and fold the arms, holding opposite elbows, and rest the forehead on your lower arms. Make sure there's no tension on the forehead. Bring the gaze up. Sashankasana variation. Okay, and now rest the side of one side of the face. Breathe slowly. And then again, forehead down. Breathing deeply. And then the other side. Good, and then inhaling, bring the forehead down again, and the forearms on the floor. Inhaling, come back to your tabletop, tuck the toes under, and come up in your downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. Focus on the stretch of the hamstrings. You can even twist slightly with the hips to find an extra stretch, not just on the back of the legs, but also on the lumbar area. As we twist the spine, we stretch also that area. Good, and then we come back towards the center in our downward facing dog. And from here, inhaling and three-legged dog, bringing the right leg all the way up as high as you can without bringing the hip higher, keeping it square. And then bend the knee and try to bring that leg as back as you can with the knee bend. Good, and then bring the leg down, and we do the same with the other one. Align the shoulders, the hips, inhaling, bring the leg all the way up as high as you can, and then bring the knee bend and breathe. Good, and then bring the foot down and walk back with the hands for a forward fold. Feel the weight on the toes, on the feet, on the thighs. And now straighten the legs, straighten the arms, looking in between the hands, stomach in. Bring the hands on the hips, activate the core, and inhaling, come all the way up. Shoulders back and down. Looking towards the front. Breathing deeply. Good, and then from here, just the last stretch, bringing the toes pointing forward, opening the legs about 1 meter apart. Bring the right foot in, the left foot out, and just bring both hands on the thigh towards the knee to stretch. So you're resting the side of the foot, breathing slowly, going as slow as you can. Good, and then inhaling, coming up, and then bringing the left foot in, the right foot out to both sides to bring the balance. Good, and then when we rest the hands, rest them like fingers facing each other. Yeah, so the elbows are soft and there's no tension on the upper back. And keep breathing. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, come back towards the center, bring the hands on the hips and walk towards the top of the mat and shake. Shake both legs a few times, letting go. Good, and then come back towards the center. Relax the shoulders, and when you feel that you're ready to move, then grab your sarong or blanket, anything to cover yourself up, even if it's hot. You don't have to, but it's my suggestion, so the body feels better later on and tomorrow. So stretch the legs, the arms, and find that comfortable position where you can completely relax. Remember, you can use a pillow under the knees, much better than under the head. Close your eyes, bring the gaze up, relax the jaw, and breathe slowly. Allowing your body to completely surrender. And then gently start wiggling your toes and your fingers, increasing your breathing. Good, and then from here, bend both knees one at a time. Lengthen the spine, chin to chest. Raise the right hand and roll towards the right side, holding the position. Jaw relaxed, gaze up. And then inhaling and use your arms to bring you up to a sitting position without disturbing too much. Keeping the eyes closed. Align the spine. Breathe slowly. Align the neck. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. We'll close this session with one arm as a way of union. So when you're ready, press gently. Feel the heart activated. Bring the gaze up to activate the third eye. Breathe in deeply. Inhale and exhale. And inhaling, bring the thumbs to the third eye for the right thoughts and exhale. Inhaling, bring them closer to your mouth, to the right, for the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhaling, bring them closer to your heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a good class. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.